What's up, folks? Welcome to the Lecture Fan YouTube channel with the haircut. Hope you guys enjoy that. Hope you guys like that haircut. It's July 4th. Happy Independence Day. We're going out. We're going up to Crystal Lake in the big snowy mountains. You know how I do. Getting out and about by myself, getting up into the mountains, driving my truck around, flying my drone, making videos, taking pictures. That's what's up. That's what we're doing. Figured I'd get this thing started. I'm still listening to Farther Than Any Man, the biography of Captain James Cook. So good. So good. I highly recommend it. If you are at all interested in the age of discovery, the age of exploration, sailing, I have a particular interest in both. I think a lot of it goes back to my time on Semester at Sea, honestly. Spending the time on Semester at Sea, sailing around the world, pulling up into ports like Yangon and Burma and stuff like that. Really just, I always remember thinking, wow, what would this have been like to do this 300 years ago when there was very few contact between societies and cultures, and it's just amazing to me. And so right now it's about 1769 in the book, and Captain Cook just arrived at Tahiti. So it is incredible stuff, super interesting stuff, really just mind-blowing to think that this stuff happened and to try to imagine what it's like. Anyway, we're going up into the big snows. I'm gonna go to Crystal Lake. I've never been to Crystal Lake. I know the campground at Crystal Lake is closed because they're doing tree clearing, because it's unsafe, because there's old trees or something. So the campground's totally closed. I'm gonna try to scout out, see if there's other places to camp up there in the big snowies where we can go, given that the campground is closed. So that's what we're gonna do. That's the update. I'm gonna go back to my audiobook. Enjoy it.
Governor General of the Dutch East Indies longed to know if New Holland was the great southern continent. He commanded 39-year-old explorer Abel Tasman to investigate. Tasman's charter was to discover the remaining unknown parts of the globe.
Alright folks, there's the first real good, real close view of the big snowy mountains. It's an island range, which means it's just out here, it just rises up out of the prairie. And there it is. And frankly, oh, you can't really see it, but there was a really good view of the crazy mountains right behind me. Look at these yellow fields. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Might try to get some drone footage of those, maybe. There's some more yellow fields over there. And then we're coming up here on the Judith Gap wind area. So this is called the Judith Gap we're coming up on. This over here is the beginning of the Little Belt Mountains. Those are the big snowy mountains. This is Judith Gap, right in between the big snowies and the little belts. And there's a bunch of wind farms out here. Alright folks, we just turned off of Highway 3. There's a sign here that says Crystal Lake is this way. There's also a sign that says Crystal Lake Campground is closed. It's really unfortunate that Crystal Lake Campground is closed. They're doing tree clearing, but one of the reasons I want to come up here is to see Crystal Lake. I'm not camping, but also to see if there's other campsites around here. So just a quick little update. We're now on the north side of the big snowies, which is right there. We're still about 20 miles from Crystal Lake, but that's the update. I just got out here but check this out. So here's a field. It's wheat. Clearly a wheat field. But over here, it's something else. It's not wheat. I don't know what it is, but it's a big old field. Pretty beautiful. So we got wheat and something else out here. That's a big old elevator that says Montana Elevator Co. on the side of it, which is kind of cool.
Cook and the people nervously watched as night fell and the tide rose. The 11 a.m. high tide that morning had failed to float her free. But Cook had a gut instinct the evening tide would be higher, just high enough to gain Endeavor's freedom. Cook's gut instinct about the tide was correct. At 20 minutes past 10, we hove her off into deep water, Cook wrote. A Hindu king granted Portuguese traders permission to build a fort on the ruins of the former city Taruma in the early 16th century. They rebuilt the settlement to resemble a Dutch city, with canals and a walled fortress. The Dutch East India Company had a monopoly extending from the Cape of Good Hope eastward to the Strait of Magellan, with sovereign rights in whatever territory it might acquire. Batavia. They rebuilt the settlement to resemble a Dutch city, with canals. The company was a government unto itself, able to pass legislation, issue currency, negotiate treaties, wage war.
What's up, folks? We made it as far as we could go. We're about 2.5 miles from Crystal Lake. They've got the road totally blocked off due to the hazardous tree removal project. And there's apparently, this is a little trailhead area that's called Crystal Cascade Trail 445, Crystal Cascade 3.5, Allhorn Trail 493.5, Crystal Lake 6 miles. So it's a 6 mile hike to get to Crystal Lake. It's 2.5 miles on the road, which kind of sucks, but you know, it's okay. I knew it was closed. Check this little creek out. How cool is this? I love little mountain creeks like this. Honestly, it doesn't get any better. Look at how clear that water is. That's it. I'm as far as I can come, so you know what's up next. It's a drone flight from the Crystal Cascade Trailhead. Go. Folks, hope you enjoyed that little drone flight. Got about 17-18 minutes of video, which is cool. So now it is 12 or 1 p.m. and I'm starving, so I've got my lunch with me here. I'm gonna come right down here to this creek side. I'm gonna sit on a rock and I'm gonna eat my lunch. Maybe I'll just sit right here. Oh, look at that view. Alright, I'm gonna sit right here and eat lunch. Oh, by the way, I'm still time-lapsing. Check out this time-lapse. Go. Whoa, check it out. Looks got some wild roses. Good old wild roses. And then some Indian paintbrush over here. And that other really big flower that we saw on the way up. I'm not sure what it is. I'm gonna get another drone flight in. Enjoy it. Alright folks, I'm about to take off here. We got 2 drone flights in, got a cool time lapse. I got to hang out, sit down by the river, eat lunch, hiked a little bit, walked up the trail a little bit. Frankly though, it's been pretty busy here on Independence Day. There's probably been 4, 5, 6 groups come through. This last group was a huge group. It was 14 people, kids, and two guys were carrying babies on their backs, and yeah, 14 people, I counted them. But yeah, and look at all these vehicles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 vehicles here. So I just figured I'd catch that just so all you people out there that are watching this, because it's a good YouTube video that has Crystal Lake, Montana in the description. Now you know, now you know. I don't think it would be this busy normally. I'll just put it that way. All right, we're out of here.